You need handed to
I
him.
told him that it's not good for the liver. I told him it's double the herbicide, and then they come around spraying Roundup pesticides on it. That's what GMO food is. Genetically modified means they don't use seeds. They create the plant, and by them creating the plant, it's not natural. It looks natural, tastes natural, but it's not natural. And because it's not natural, a lot of these plants make double the herbicide. See, plants in nature have their own mechanism of defending and warding off disease and insects by creating their own herbicide to do so. But a genetically modified plant does double the herbicide, and then they come around with the freaking plane spraying pesticides, Roundup. Do you ever see what Roundup does? It can kill a weed in two hours. Okay? So if it could kill a weed in 2 hours, what's it do to our liver and our body? Our bodies are not made for chemicals, pesticides, and all this. We've got a lot of toxins into our body from GMO food. The GMO food is not allowed to be used in Europe. It's only in America. So why are they using it here? Would they want to depopulate us? The slow kill? Okay? So now they want to call it
Bioengineered.
Bioengineering, because a lot of people got wise to the GMO name. So now they're going to call it bioengineering and make it look like it's an organic type.
Because bio's
commercial.
life. So life.
Yeah,
you know?
like it's organic, and it's not. It's the same shit as GMO. It's scientific, and then they're going to make science meat, lab meat in a lab. Some of it's on the market.
According to Plain Truth, he says. According to Plain Truth, I don't know how true it is. He says that a lot of meat that we're eating now is lab meat.
It might be already.
And maybe they're just saying, hey, we're going to make it happen down the road, but maybe it is.
Well, they said in December
I know.
it's going on the market. It's after December. So a lot of it might be already incorporated some lab meat. Who knows? You know? So the thing is, I would think they would have to tell us and say it, but I don't know. But the thing is
You would
now,
think, yeah.
that's why you got to buy organic. It has to actually say not bioengineered, not GMO, but organic as much as possible. It may cost more, but the prices on some of them are reasonable. It has come down to
Yeah, we found some places.
It costs $1 more for apples or something like that. You'll find
We're finding
sales.
stuff now.
You'll find your sales.
Comparable prices now.
Yeah, I mean, when we go to Kroger's, they have a section there of
Yeah.
organic and non-GMO, and their cereal is about the same price as the other
Yeah.
freaking cereal.
Other cereal ain't cheap.
BHT and what's the other one? Help
BPA.
me out. BPA.
In the,
No,
yeah.
no.
BHT in the cereal.
Yeah, and there's also something else they put in BHT and something else. Well, it starts with a B, the other something else. Anything that starts with a B and it ain't vitamin B, and it's BHT and B something else, I can't remember. It's a freaking chemical, it's poison. And then you have carrageen and ice cream, and now they're putting it in some poultry.
Neat, yeah.
The cheap poultry you buy on sale. Read your shit and labels. I'm reading labels since the day I got married. I got married at 19, I think I was, when I started reading labels. Maybe I was a little ahead of the times because I took up nursing and nutrition you learn in nursing. So it always stuck to me, and that's why I am the way I am with nutrition. Now, the thing is, even though I gained weight at one point in my life, it doesn't mean I didn't know about nutrition. It means I started binging. And I had my cake and eat it, you know? But I also ate healthy food. I didn't eat loads of candy and shit like that. But I was the type, when you get in your 30s and 40s and being a woman, you could eat one piece of cake or 3 pieces in a week and gain weight.
Yeah.
You know? Because the metabolism starts slowing down. Mine started slowing down right after I gave childbirth. So I started slowing down in my 20s. I used to be called tapeworm before that, because I can eat you under a table, anything. From Hero 12-inch sandwiches with a quart of milk, not a glass of milk, a quart of milk, and a pound cake, and never put on weight. That's how I used to eat when I was a teenager. But then the minute I hit about 20, 21, whatever I was, after childbirth, that was it.
Your hormones changed. Your hormones too, I think.
Yeah, my hormone was probably changed, and it went right down. So, and I didn't start an exercise regimen until my 30s. So during my 20s, I gained a little weight, but I didn't gain a lot of weight because I was skinny to begin with. If I was 80, 90 pounds in my teens, and then when I was 20 years old, or wait a minute. No, I was 24. When I was 24 years old, I went down to 98 pounds. 98 pounds?
Yeah.
But I didn't look 98 pounds, did I?
No.
But I was thin, you know, thin and shapely. But like a short model. And I had hair down to my knees too. So anyway, thing is, my husband used to think I was too thin, my new husband, the one I married for 40 years, Bob. And he used to try to feed me more and more and more. And one day, ice cream, he kept going like this, that. And he got mad because I wouldn't eat a lot of stuff that was no good. And then I started to, and I went to maybe 125. So I gained 25 pounds like in the first year, 2 years of being married. And then I went to 130, you know.
See how it goes up, and it goes up.
Well, I allowed it because I was shapelier. And I looked like a woman instead of a kid. And I liked that look. And, I mean, I had people laugh at me before that when I was thin, but even more so when I was gained weight. I was very voluptuous, not fat at all at 135 or 140. Unlike this generation, in their 20s and 30s, they look like cows. Terrible, you know? And the only time I've gained weight and really let go was in my 50s, when I became a mother and grandmother all at once and took in my son with 3 babies, literally babies. I was changing diapers. And that's about the only time that I started putting on the weight and didn't want to recognize it. So in this generation, unlike this generation, you had a bunch of cows in their 20s and 30s. I mean, it's a shame, and even teenage years, what's going on.
So they're cowboys and cowgirls?
What's going on in America, they're so overweight and obese in their 20s and 30s. They look like big round cows, whether they're a boy or girl. Wait a minute. Is that cowgirls now and cowboys? Is that what they are? Cowboys and cowgirls? Is that where they got it from?
Yeah, new meaning to...
New meaning to cowboys and
Not the Old West, this is the Wild West.
Yeah.
New Wild West.
But anyway, to make a long story short, I just recently, altogether in about a year's time, lost 30 pounds. And I didn't bother announcing it on Facebook or anything because I was a little embarrassed that I even let myself go to that point where I had to lose 30 pounds. I may want to lose 5 more pounds, and that's about it. But that's about it right now. All right? So I just want to tell you, better than yours.
Monster's a boot.
Yeah, I'm in my boot. So, and I'm on my electric chairs going up and down the stairs. So I just wanted a word to the wise is that you better get on to losing weight. If you're a cowboy or a cowgirl. Got it?
And quit eating your GMOs.
And get off the GMOs. Take care of your health. Cancer's on the rise, not the opposite. Whoever says cancer's not on the rise, they're bullshitting you. Right? Not a bullshit. I tell the truth.
Not on the rise. That's why most people we know
smarts up here.
have had it or do have it or died from it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all over the place.
If it wasn't on the rise, why did they build that monstrosity hospital? Cancer.
That's all they talk about.
The southern region, and it's for Florida, Mississippi, for all Alabama and all these southern regions, southern states on the East Coast. They built the American Cancer Institute.
Yeah.
It's a huge hospital. You would not believe one of the biggest hospitals I've ever seen, bigger than any hospital I've ever seen in New York. For a hospital, it is scary.
It's not normal.
For them to build a American Cancer Institute. That's not the only one that went up. They're up all over the place popping up. Why? Because cancer's not on the rise? They have nothing but cancer commercials.
That's all you see.
They're making it commonplace. Yeah. Like it's commonplace. Ooh, Keytruda. Ooh, chemo.
Yeah.
Ooh, this. Come to see us, so we got the best cancer place. Freaking commercializing it. It's an industry. Don't you get it? So if you don't want to be part of that industry as a patient, you need to freaking get off the GMOs, get up with some bucks. I know some of us can't afford it, but try to incorporate as much organic as possible into your diet, all right? And try to. And if you can't, start a garden. That's even cheaper yet, okay? I wish I could start a garden. I don't get enough sunshine on my freaking property. And the way they're spraying our sky and hiding our sun, how could you grow anything?
Every day.
It's no wonder you don't even know all the statistics that 90% of America and 90% of Canadians and Americans are vitamin D deficient. Guess why? Because they're indoors a lot, number one. They're on their cell phones or they're working or whatever, and watching TV, couch potatoes, which is no good for the heart and everything. But also, even if you're outdoors a lot, you're going to have a lack of vitamin D. Because there's not that much sunshine if you live in the sun belt. Because they have hidden our sun, blanketing our skies with clouds. So get smart, all right? And be aware of what's up there. Not just down here.
Yeah.
You got it? All right? Because if you don't have it, with cancer, you will get it. All right? You will get sick. You got to start taking care of your body.
It's no
not
joke,
a
man,
joke.
at
It ain't
all.
a joke.
It's the
So
worst
many
thing.
People, that's why the dogs for decades are getting cancer. Because the smaller the animal, the easier and faster they can get cancer. Too. It's not even their food, the shit. They're feeding the animals.
Yeah, it's not
that-
normal.
everything. It's not normal.
Animals dying
But
of it.
I'm just saying that what's not normal is the cancer is on the rise. Alzheimer used to be a disease of your 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
I'm 70. You don't see any Alzheimer in me. If tiredness maybe sometimes. But let me tell you something. It's gone down to 40s and some people in their 30s with Alzheimer. Why do you think that's happening?
Yeah.
Could aluminum cookware get rid of your Teflon, cancer-causing coating? All right, they put coating in it, and who the hell?
Another one.
Here's another thing. If you would have to be an idiot to buy a piece of plastic
man.
to crack open your egg in it so you could boil it and have the perfect hard-boiled egg. You're putting
Forget
your
it.
food in plastic.
We're gonna go live. This ain't even good
All right,
enough. I want to go live
plastic.
with this. Yeah, we got to talk about this
Seeps
later.
into your friggin' egg.
Unbelievable.
Keep it in the damn shell and do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and then you microwave.
They're doing everything to get us to get cancer.
Microwave.
Who's behind all this plastic?
Steamables.
All right, with steamables, steaming your friggin' vegetables.
You're microwaving it and then you steam in
Microwaving
plastic.
radiation, which gives you cancer, and you're putting the radiation, you're eating it
In the plastic, but it's plastic,
in
too.
the plastic, PVC getting into it. And they'll tell you this kind of plastic's okay to put in the microwave.
No plastic.
There ain't no plastic okay to put in the microwave. Believe me, it is seeping into your food.
Oh, man.
And if you gotta make a TV dinner, you better start taking it and emptying it out into your frying pan.
Yeah, get on it a little bit earlier.
Like early.
Yeah.
You better start it a little earlier and get the hell out of those
Because the microwave society is definitely getting microwaved.
Well, it's okay if you use it a couple of times a week for a minute or two, but
I
I don't even use
stopped.
it that. I have not used my microwave for over 6 months, except for when I 2 or 3 times for 30 seconds.
It's been about a year for me.
Because of my leg. Because sometimes I had to. So it's okay for an emergency, periodically, once a blue moon. And you're letting this radiation come into your body. And if you're working on a computer and you think you have the screen on it to protect you, you better make sure that screen is not a screen just for glare. You better make sure it's also a screen that does the glare, not only for glare, but that does the radiation, protect you from radiation. Don't be an asshole all your life. Get smart, okay? Just listen to mine, you'll know.
And pay attention to...
And pay attention to the skies. I've been paying attention for 4 or 5 years, and there's been a lot of changes. Since when do we have a cloud from one end of the state to the other? One cloud.
One.
Blanket, like a quilt.
And it's
One
straight, or
cloud
straight.
Together.
Straight
and
line.
since when do we have flat clouds?
Yeah.
Like this. Shape of a friggin' rectangle.
Like a card.
Effing rectangle, triangle clouds, and every other shit. Alright? No such thing. If you think that you never looked up the sky and you think that looks good, then you have been conditioned. They fooled you. Then you're a bigger asshole than I thought.
Went in the towers, cell towers too.
Yeah. Bye.